So the WBC is somehow they doing meetings and conventions and what is it Uzbekistan or something like that? Whatever it's called, man. They over there in that country, but they plucking away at fighters over here in the U.S. You know what I'm saying? They talking about Benavidez is gonna be a mandatory. Now they saying Charlo's fighting Adamas after the Benavidez fight. If he wins the Benavidez fight. Now, I don't even know if they saying if he wins the Benavidez fight, because from what I see, they're not fighting for the belt, right? So, from what I've heard, but I'm not even trying to figure out what they got going on. Most of the stuff they do, don't nobody know what's going on with that situation, really, honestly. Nobody understands how they do anything anymore. But I mean, they got Charlo's next couple of fights scheduled up already. I mean, I don't understand that, but we can't figure out what's going on with Canelo. He got 4 belts. Canelo got 4 belts. We can't figure out what he got going on next. I don't understand that. Like, the stuff I heard, it was rumors. It wasn't stuff that and then these reporters, man, they don't even want to ask the question. They already be knowing beforehand. I'm not going to ask about that. See, they could have asked about Canelo. You don't want to ask about the face of boxing? It's crazy. They say you're the face of boxing, but they don't want to ask no questions about him. You got Mauricio Suleiman, who's from Mexico, in your face, and you don't want to ask about Canelo. So we don't know Canelo plans, but we know about Charlo. I guess Charlo the face of boxing now. So we know Charlo next 2 fights. Jermall Charlo, if anybody want to know. Benavidez, then Carlos Adamas. That's his next 2 fights. I don't know how he gonna fight. So that lets y'all know that he won't be fighting Canelo. For all those people out there who reported that Jermall Charlo will be fighting Canelo next, that was absolutely wrong. He will not be fighting Canelo next, because his next fight is gonna be Carlos Adamas, unless he wants to lose his belt, which he might most likely will give up for a Canelo fight. So until he actually drops that belt, I wouldn't count on it, honestly. Not right now. I wouldn't count on anything right now. But from me seeing that, that's crazy. It's a whole lot of stuff going on. You know, I don't do the whole promotional thing. You know, I was the Zone subscriber when it first came out. When a lot of guys were talking about, oh, I'm with the Zone. I don't like the Zone. The Zone ain't got nobody. I'm with PVC and all that stuff. Well, if you don't watch the Zone now, I don't know who you gonna be watching. Not right now. For the Zone, you better find out what you gonna watch. Top ranking the Zone, only ones right now until Showtime find. Until PVC find another platform. Those are the only fights you gonna be watching. You ain't gonna have no other choice in those 2. Those gonna be the other choice. It ain't no more other choices than that. See, this is the Janibek protection agency right here. So Janibek talking about he can't find a fight, but the WBC don't want to lie. See, go look at all my Janibek videos. See, I'm already calling this stuff out before it even happened. I'm predicting all this stuff, man. It's not even really a prediction. I already know. So Janibek, man, he ain't getting no chance. He got 2 belts, but we're gonna have Carlos Adamas go against the 1 belt for Charlo. But Janibek got 2 belts. I guess the other sanctioning body, they got quiet on that. But so Carlos Adamas, he just running wild now. Whatever he got going on just goes. He call out Janibek and say, oh, Janibek like, oh, you know, all this other stuff, but Janibek ain't trying to send no contract over there, look like. They throwing out mandatories now. They throwing out mandatories. They trying to make Janibek look like he a boogeyman. Ain't nobody running from him. Adamas just called him out. Ain't nobody running from him. Carlos Adames just called out Janibek. I know people gonna try to say, well, yeah, he the boogeyman they running from. No, they not. No, they not. Because the guy that just fought him wasn't running from him. And they're not on nobody's level. And that's for sure. To be honest with you, that's for sure. So I'm just trying to figure out what's going on with the Charlo situation, because we trying to see if his fight ain't even over with yet. You know what I'm saying? He got other options, and now his option it's just Carlos Adames. Boy, I told them Charlos, man. I told them dudes to get a deal with when he had the zone deal, all that money was on the table, should have took it then. Then after the zone deal, the situation with the other fights he had lined up, he had a lot of fights lined up, man. He really did. He really did. He got Canelo and all these other people around. I don't know, man. Carlos Adames right now, he can find somebody else to fight for real. I mean, that fight is a little overdue. People wanted to see that in the summer, him and Charlo. Then he got the Benavidez fight coming up. I mean, we can't line up Janibek with Carlos Adames. I don't see that. Then they acting like, well, the belt Carlos Adames had wasn't the actual belt, so we gotta have a consolidation bout. I don't think if everybody's interested in that for real, to be honest. All parties, I mean, it'll be a good fight. It'll be a good fight, but to have Charlo lined up with 2 fights and he hasn't even got through his process yet, that don't really make a whole lot of sense at this point. It don't make a whole lot of sense at all. I don't even see the purpose of it. I thought he was an option for Canelo. So what if he just dropped the belt and move up? Because Janibek ain't an option for nobody. I don't see nobody saying, Janibek saying, I'm trying to fight this guy and this guy, line it up. Janibek could have fought Adames. I forgot who got the other belt now. But Adames and Charlo, he could have fought these other guys. I don't know, man. I see a lot of protection going on. It's looking kind of lame. I mean, to be real, if somebody don't get Janibek now, they'll get him later. I'm just gonna be honest with you. Janibek really ain't like that. He's not really like that. He said he's trying to take the Triple G path. So we already know what he gonna do. He gonna have 2 belts. He gonna walk around talking about ain't nobody gonna fight me. Then somebody gonna like Andre Ward say, I'll fight you. He gonna be like, nah. Cause Janibek, he already just talking. He ain't trying to fight Adames or nothing, man. A dude called him out. He talking about he got knocked out before. Yeah, I see what it is. They ain't trying to make nothing happen. Well, Charlo gonna have some big fights coming on. That's gonna be the good news about it. But will it be an option for Canelo now? Nah. I guess we're gonna have to see Canelo. I guess take back that story he said about you fight for Mexico. You want to fight Mexicans. I guess that's all he about to fight now. Everybody gonna run with it. And everybody cool with it. Ain't nobody saying nothing. I'm the only person that said somebody. Everybody else cool with it. These guys be really, man, they really low-key scared of Canelo. They scared to say something about Canelo. They scared. Them real cartel members, they don't care about none of that. I seen them Mexican fans that made. They don't care about none of that. Shine your shoes and we gotta bow down to you. No, you just another man to them. They ain't bowing down to nobody. That's kind of wild to me. I see what's going on though. But Charlo, I mean, we gotta see what type of shape he in. We ain't even seen what type of shape he is yet to say Adames fight. And then how long is that gonna be from now? What, 3 months? 3 or 4 months? A quick turnaround? I don't know. That's gonna be real quick, man. I don't know. That's gonna be really quick. All I can say about that situation is I don't know, man. Just trying to make sure everything good, obviously, man. On the business end, because it could have been done. You know what I'm saying? They could have been made this a mandatory. Like I said, 54 and 60, it's gonna be weak. I already predict that, man. On the Tim Tszyu fight. With the Tim Tszyu video. When Tim Tszyu go up to 60, Janibek probably gonna be trying to just now get up out of there. Because they slowing up the process. They trying to speed everybody else up. I mean, the PBC fighters, they putting on big fights. I just seen Spence fight. Shoot, did nobody ask him Canelo to fight Charlo? He had another fight lined up. Shoot, I ain't want to see that fight for real. I would have rather picked Benavidez. Yeah, I could have made that a mandatory. Nah, now y'all want to make some kind of mandatory. Y'all ain't made Canelo fight made him fight Benavidez yet. Y'all think we gonna believe that y'all gonna make him fight now? I don't believe it. I don't believe that y'all gonna fight now. I honestly do not believe y'all gonna fight now. I thought it was true, but I don't believe it. But this is what we satisfied with now, though. This is what's it. People think these mandatory stuff is really going by certain rules and guys pulling out handbooks. Man, y'all don't even know half the stuff that really be going on, dude. Dudes be going by the handbook, be getting all kind of business predictions right. Dudes was just 12 months ago talking about Terence Crawford don't want to fight Spence. The fight didn't happen. Now they don't got nothing to talk about. They still making business predictions. Man, don't listen to these dudes about no business in boxing. These guys don't know what's going on. They think dudes are scared of each other and ducking, and they still living like that. It's corny too, man. I don't like it. I've been saying that stuff a long time ago. But I'll probably speak on it much later on at a further full length, but just right now, that's just my quick thoughts on that process. Kind of tired of talking about 154 and 60. They ain't really fighting down there like that. If we really waiting on Adames and Charlo to fight at 60 and nobody else for real, I haven't really heard any action about anybody else at 160, so mandatory's kind of getting played out, man. It's kind of getting tired. They're making certain mandatories of certain people. Then they fights that's like, we don't even want to see right now. The guys that's trying to make big fights, y'all the ones putting them on mandatories, and the other guys who ain't trying to make big fights, y'all ain't trying to put them on mandatory. But that's all I got, though. Like, subscribe.